Hi, welcome back to Transformers Review Offs, where I don't know what Target Masters are called. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the last two things I got from Big Fun, namely Beast Wars Transmetal Cybershark and Beast Machine's Megatron. Cybershark is really ugly. Look at that face. That is a face that only a Predacon could love. And yeah, he's a Maximal. I don't understand it. And this is the mold that I have to assume that came before, so was redecoed into the infamous Skybite. He's really a mess. Note that I am holding on to something back here. Why? Giant shark butt! This guy is made out of kibble. He's got fins over here with these extra panels that do nothing. This is shark body up here, and note how it looks like his cape is kind of blowing to one side. We'll get to that later. He comes with a missile launcher, which is cool. I appreciate missile launchers. I'm not going to demonstrate it. Bizarrely, he doesn't have a wrist swivel of any sort, so he's always kind of holding it that way, which is very awkward. This arm... Oh, right. That's a laugh a minute. His spark chamber, for some reason, is on display for the world to see, which is weird. He's also mostly legs. I mean, look, this is his torso from head to hips, and then this is his legs. It's like, jeez, he's mostly legs and kibble. This is Megatron, and if he looks weird to you, you've never seen Beast Machines. He was attached to the ceiling, and he wore this giant cloak over himself, and he would kind of come down and talk to people. And so this is meant as an homage to that. It actually looks pretty good. I mean, this is, you know, trash can or penguin mode, as we like to call it. Other than the feet sticking out, it at least suggests the show, and he's wearing the same kind of helmet. So we take and open this up. And it's like, oh, what the hell? This arm, I'm doing this without looking, so I'm going to mess it up a little bit. He's actually got a hand there, but it's like the whole thing kind of just sticks off to the side unless you're having it cover up his hand, and that's very strange. This arm is Dragon Head, and there is some kind of like bite or swivel gimmick to it, because there's like gears and something in here, and I can't figure out how it works. The major thing that I don't like about him is he doesn't really have a midsection. These are the little dragon arms, and they just sort of fold up and stick in there, and there's no pegs or anything. So it's like, well, he's kind of falling apart the whole time. That said, he's also fairly show accurate, and I appreciate that, and Cybershark is really ugly, so I'm going to give the point to Megatron. Transformation, oh boy. Cybershark is anything but a joy to transform. You can lock his thin hand in, but you have to get in the right position first. So it's just a question of trying to do it until it actually happens. Mostly this is about the kibble, and I'm going to see if I can actually transform him without breaking it off, but usually I can't. Very strange setup, but it actually holds together fairly well, which I can appreciate. And unfortunately, the metally side bits here, one of those has a tendency to really fall off all the time, so there's just these little tiny clips here for this whole big fucking piece, and it's like, no, there's no way that's going to stay attached while you're moving it around. Not to mention, there isn't really enough space to move it around in. I think suffice it to say Megatron is going to win this, although he is by no means a cakewalk either. Megatron is actually kind of interesting. He's pretty hard to figure out if you don't actually have the instructions. The other interesting thing is I consider his robot mode to be his actual mode rather than, or like the mode that he transforms out of. You know, normally I think of the alt mode as that, but since he was kind of all, I don't want to be organic, then, you know, it comes off that way. But yeah, you can see that he's got no actual waist. The two halves of his body don't peg together in any actual way, which is kind of dumb. The wings are an entire solid piece, which is kind of ridiculous. His head is the major thing that's weird, because you actually take and pull down on his chest. It's not easy to do. I'm sorry, you don't pull down on his chest, you pull down on the entire front half of his body. One of his arms is attached to it. And then you just lay his head inside, and you flip up this panel, so his head is actually coming out of the side of the dragon body. Very interesting. And again, the arms don't snap in anywhere. And it's funny too, because he's got little itty bitty T-Rex arms, basically. That's a bit of a homage to his Beast Wars form, I think. Alright, Megatron wins this one, because he's not a pain in the ass. So, Beast modes. This is a lovely robot shark. This is why I bought him. I love the metallic blue accents. The green is actually a good combination, and I really like sharks, so it's like, yeah, that's awesome. And then you start looking at him and it kind of falls apart a little bit. The launcher goes in his mouth, and I think I actually put it in upside down. It's supposed to be pointed a little bit more this way. You can't close his mouth. These are his feet, and you turn him over and you see egregious robot body. The fins come out, and I actually didn't show this before, but he can hold it in his one fist as kind of a double-bladed weapon. If you unlock the tail, you can actually spin it, and you see obvious hand there, which is unfortunate. These panels here are extremely loose, and they don't peg in anywhere, which is sad, because since they are loose, it's impossible to display him standing up. I mean, he should be able to, like, tripod on his fins and his tail back here, but he can't. And of course, the doofiest thing is that his body is in a permanent swimming position, and it's like, okay, overall that's dynamic and it's kind of neat because it's like he's leaping out of the water to eat something, but it's stupid, and it makes it very hard to store him, and it makes it look like his cape is blowing in the wind when he's in robot mode, and it's stupid. That said, well, he's kind of the only Transformer I bought recently that I really regret. It is still a pretty cool shark, and if I can figure out a way to, like, mount it on my wall so it looks like I caught him, that would be pretty hilarious. Megatron, on the other hand, he's a very skinny dragon. I mean, if you're looking for, like, a dragon Transformer, go with the, I think it's a leader class that was probably Beast Wars Megatron, actually, Transmetal 2. This is, well, he's kind of weedy. He does have enormous wings, though, which is pretty neat. And this is actually going to be one that I store in robot mode because the penguin mode is very compact. So I'm actually going to give a point to Cybershark just so he doesn't completely lose. But that's it for this round of Transformer review-offs. I don't have anything slated. We'll see what I can find today. Later.